Good morning, good morning. Thank you for waking up happy as we come together to go in mind, body, and spirit so we can in turn go out and make the world a brighter and sweeter place to live for ourselves and for others. So, sometimes it's just one statement that makes me go, oh, that's what I want to talk about today. That's what I talk about. And I was hearing someone talk about getting older. And it might have been on a podcast. I don't know. And you hear people all the time, y'all, all the time. And it drives me crazy. So don't ever say this in front of me. Don't ever tell me you're too old, or growing old is for sissies, or I guess I'm just getting older, or because I'm older, I can't do things. Excuse me, I'm about to say something ugly. It pisses me off. I get pissed off. I get so mad when I hear that because it is so a bunch of crap. It is just not true. Yes, there's things that are different and we have to adjust and all those things, but I think we blame so much on old age when it's really just choice. It's just choice, and yes, we may have to do some things differently so that we can be healthier. And this is another one I love. People go, well, my parents were overweight. They had diabetes. I guess I'm just going to have it too. That also is a load of crap. That's a load of crap. Y'all, both my parents were dead already. They were dead already. But my mother had lung cancer, and my dad died of alcoholism. Both choices of that they, made. And my mom was the sweetest, most wonderful human being in the world. My God, I adored that woman. And my daddy was sweet too. He was just an alcoholic. And if I just did what my family did, then I wouldn't be here doing happy ass. So it's all a matter of perspective. So I want to talk to you about something else. So in a minute, my whole point today is it is my privilege to grow older. It's my privilege. It's my privilege. Not it's a burden or it's my privilege. Everybody doesn't get that privilege. Some people pass away at a young age, like my parents. My parents died at age 62-ish. I'm 65-ish. So, it's a privilege. And, there's so many things in life that we look at. It's just perspective. And I'm going to talk about some of that today. So, number one, this was a big perspective thing for me when my husband was at the end of his life. And when we went to the doctor, who, like I said, all these years have told us he was fine. They didn't even find any cancer or anything like that. And then boom, he's dying of cancer and has 2 months to live. So we go to the doctor, to the lung doctor, and my poor husband was in so much pain. He could not walk, and they had to put him in a wheelchair. So he walked in, but he was in a lot of pain. He walked out with a wheelchair. I was so devastated. I was so upset about that wheelchair. I was going, oh my God, my husband's in a wheelchair. And all I could think about was in a wheelchair. And we then, I think that day or the next day, we went to Funland with the kids because we knew they were about to go away and we wanted to do something with them before they left. And he got to go to Funland and he was wheeled around in his wheelchair and he got to be there with us. And that totally changed my perspective because I thought, wait a minute, instead of this wheelchair being a thing that is horrible, thank God for this wheelchair. He is able to sit there with us, not be in so much pain, be able to wheel it around with us. So I changed my total perspective. I was so sad and so upset, but just one little shift in my perspective made that wheelchair be the wonderful vehicle where he could get around. And y'all, right now, let me tell you what's going on in my house. Let me tell you. So this week, I've gotten hardly any work done. I've been having to work in between all kinds of things. The kids have two different things are going to at 2 different times. So I'm running them here, running them there. Well, in the meantime, my washing machine stops working, and it's something to do with just the lid. It's just the lid. But the lid is $300. So I buy a $300 lid, or I'm buying a new washing machine. Well, I don't know if it's just the lid. So my washing machine's not working. And then my stove's been out for a long time, my oven, and like a few eyes on the stove work, but the other ones don't. So I've been using a little toaster oven, so the stove doesn't work. And then my, the electricity in my house is all flickering and going crazy. And I'm just dying laughing. I'm going, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. So this morning I was thinking, I was going, you know what? Those are all first world problems. I'm having those problems because I live in a house. Hey, my washing machine's torn up because I have one. My stove's torn up because I have one. Y'all, I have a job. And I've got a Lowe's credit card. I can put it on my 0% interest Lowe's credit card as long as I pay it off in 12 months, which I will. So, just it's a matter of perspective. And there's no need to let the little things in life, the little inconveniences, situations, these are situations, y'all. These are not big deals. They're not big deals. I think we tend to sometimes want to catastrophize stuff and make everything a big deal. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. It's inconvenient. It really is inconvenient. I just want us today to take a moment, take a deep breath, breathe in and breathe out because we can, and just be so grateful for all the conveniences that we have. And sometimes those conveniences mess up. You know what I'm going to do this morning? I've got 3 big hampers full of laundry in my car right now. And I'm going to take them and drop them off. I'm not even going to stay there. I'm going to drop them off the laundromat. I'm going to say, how much for this? Let y'all fix them for me. Do it for me because I do not have time. I do not have time to deal with it today. So, I just want to share with me today, that it's my privilege to grow older, my privilege to have situations that come up that I have to deal with and figure out. It's okay. It's more than okay. So here you go. Our affirmation today is my privilege. My privilege. I have learned to shift perspectives and developed an attitude of gratitude in all things. I have learned not to catastrophize life occurrences. Sometimes they're just situations. I have developed an attitude that allows me to find the light in all situations. Adversity is a terrible thing to waste. I don't waste it. It is my privilege to grow older, to encounter challenges, to lose my way, then to find it. It is my privilege to breathe in and out and be grateful for each and every breath. And so it is. So today I challenge you to change your perspective. And you know what I want to do today? And I hope you want to do today? I just want you to take light into all the dark places. Just be a light in all the dark places. I love y'all.